Deviation management is a critical aspect of quality assurance within the pharmaceutical industry. Deviations refer to any departure from established standards, protocols, procedures, or specifications in processes, products, or documentation. Managing these deviations efficiently is essential to ensure product quality, patient safety, and compliance with regulatory requirements. 1. Definition and types of deviations. Deviations can occur at various stages of pharmaceutical production, including manufacturing, packaging, testing, and distribution. They are typically classified into the following types. Critical deviations. These are deviations that have a direct impact on product quality, patient safety, or regulatory compliance. Critical deviations can lead to serious consequences such as product recalls or regulatory actions. Major deviations. These deviations could potentially affect product quality or process integrity, but may not pose an immediate threat to patient safety. However, if not addressed, they could escalate into critical issues. Minor deviations. These are deviations that do not directly affect product quality or safety and usually involve minor procedural inconsistencies or documentation errors. 2. Causes of deviations. Deviations can be caused by a wide range of factors, including human error, mistakes during manufacturing, testing, or documentation processes, equipment failure, malfunction or improper maintenance of equipment used in production or testing, process variations, variations in raw materials, environmental conditions, or procedural steps, inadequate training, insufficient knowledge, or improper understanding of procedures among employees, poor documentation, inaccurate or incomplete records that do not. 3. Deviation management process. Effective deviation management involves a structured approach to identifying, documenting, investigating, and resolving deviations. Key steps in the deviation management process include: A. Identification. Deviations must be promptly identified and reported by personnel involved in production, testing, or quality control. It is crucial to encourage a culture where deviations are reported without fear of punitive action, fostering transparency. B. Documentation. Once a deviation is identified, it must be documented in detail. The documentation typically includes description of the deviation, what, when, where, and how it occurred, batch or product information, process steps or procedures involved, initial assessment of the potential impact on product quality and patient safety. A deviation report or deviation management system, DMS, is often used to track and manage the process. C. Investigation. The next step is to conduct a thorough investigation to determine the root cause of the deviation. Tools such as root cause analysis, RCA, fishbone diagrams, or the 5 whys technique can help identify underlying factors. The investigation should focus on determining whether the deviation was an isolated incident or part of a recurring pattern, assessing the impact on product quality, safety, or compliance, understanding how similar deviations can be prevented in the future. D. Impact assessment. An impact assessment evaluates whether the deviation affects product quality, safety, or efficacy. If the deviation involves critical processes or products, the assessment may require additional testing or data review. This step helps determine whether the product can be released or if a corrective action, e.g., rework, retesting, or product recall, is necessary. E. Corrective and preventive actions. CAP. Based on the investigation, corrective and preventive actions, CAPA, are designed to address the root cause of the deviation and prevent recurrence. Corrective actions might involve revising standard operating procedures, SOPs, retraining employees, or modifying equipment. Preventive actions aim to ensure that similar deviations do not occur in the future. F. Closure. Once the deviation has been fully investigated and appropriate CAPAs implemented, the deviation report is reviewed and closed. Closure should include a final review of the investigation, impact assessment, and CAPA to ensure all necessary actions have been taken. 4. Deviation trending and continuous improvement. Monitoring and trending deviations over time is essential for continuous improvement. By analyzing trends, patterns, and recurrence of deviations, pharmaceutical companies can identify areas of vulnerability in processes or systems, proactively address potential risks before they escalate, enhance training programs, process controls, or equipment maintenance schedules. Regulatory bodies such as the FDA and EMA expect pharmaceutical companies to have a robust deviation management system in place that includes regular trending and analysis of deviations. And 5. Regulatory expectations. Deviation management is a key area of focus for regulatory authorities. Compliance with good manufacturing practices (GMP) requires that deviations be properly documented, investigated, and resolved. Regulatory bodies like the FDA, EMA, and WHO require manufacturers to demonstrate that they have effective systems in place to manage deviations and ensure product quality. Failure to manage deviations appropriately can lead to regulatory citations, warning letters, and even product recalls. 6. Challenges in deviation management. Some of the common challenges faced by pharmaceutical companies in deviation management include timely reporting. Delayed reporting of deviations can hinder investigations and corrective actions. Incomplete investigations. Poorly conducted investigations can fail to identify root causes, leading to repeated deviations. Overlooking minor deviations. Minor deviations, if not properly addressed, can accumulate and lead to larger issues. Data integrity. Ensuring accurate and reliable data in deviation reports is essential for regulatory compliance. 7. Best practices for effective deviation management. To improve deviation management processes, pharmaceutical companies can adopt several best practices. Foster a quality culture. Encourage employees to report deviations without fear of retribution and emphasize the importance of quality in every process. Train personnel. Provide comprehensive training to staff on deviation reporting, investigation, and root cause analysis. Use automated systems. Implement electronic systems for deviation reporting and management to streamline documentation and tracking. Conduct regular audits. Periodic internal audits can help identify gaps in deviation management and ensure regulatory compliance. Conclusion: effective deviation management is essential for maintaining the quality, safety, and efficacy of pharmaceutical products. A systematic approach that includes prompt reporting, thorough investigation, and implementation of corrective actions is necessary to ensure compliance with regulatory standards and to protect public health. By continuously monitoring deviations and implementing preventive measures, companies can achieve long-term improvements in product quality and operational efficiency.